Hello, this is Dr. Young, and I'm going to go over your group project. This should be a short video, but I just wanted to give you a little bit more clarification on it. Let me just, it's due at the end of week 6. I'm going to go to the next page here. It's due at the end of week 6, and it is a paper. It is a team paper, so instead of handing in an individual paper, you will be handing in a team paper. So one of the things you want to decide early on is who's going to turn in the paper. And it doesn't matter. Any one of the team members, it's good. Doesn't matter who does it. So the first step in this paper is to view this video. It's called, or it's a job description. So you will do this exercise individually. And what you're going to do here is you're going to review this job description for a call center representative. So you're going to review that carefully and study it. And then you're going to review 3 different resumes. For each resume, you're going to type in the notes about this candidate. What you want to record is, why you think that this candidate is a good fit for this position. Maybe, why they might not be. Their knowledge, skills, their experience, relate all that to the job that is being evaluated for hire. Make sure that you want to type in notes for each candidate. And then I'm just going to put test here in this field so I can go to the next one, by the way. For each one, you're going to do the same thing. So I really want you to take some time to evaluate this. Go back to your text. Look at the think about the KSAOs for this job and the requirements for this job. Think about federal law, the laws that affect the hiring process. Think about all that during this exercise. And individually, you're going to do this part, and then you're going to match the resumes to the candidates. Now, I'm not going to do this because if I do it, I'm giving you the answer, and I just don't want to give you too much information in that sense, because I want you to go through this process and experience it yourself. After you choose that, and you basically drag these over, by the way. You hit next, and it's over. Okay, so that's step 1. As individuals, you're going to do that. Then you want to go to your group study board and find your group. There's 2 groups. There's only 2 groups. And then you're going to discuss your results from your individual exercise with everyone in the group. So there's only going to be 3 people per group. So from there, what you need to do is come up with a team paper that chooses a candidate and offers rationale for the choice. One person will submit it into the Dropbox. You can decide who that's going to be, but the paper should truly be a collaborative collaborative effort where everyone is putting in their input. In fact, you might need to debate who the best candidate is. You might disagree on it, but you need to come to one consensus and then write this paper about this, basically outlining your choice for the job and the rationale behind it. That's what the paper is about. So, after you've done that, I don't know how you want to do this, and I'm going to leave it up to you as a team. If one person's going to proofread the paper, if one person's going to make sure it follows APA style. I went to the OWL at Purdue site, and this is a sample paper. It doesn't have anything to do with your assignment, but it's just the structure, it's something you can use to model the structure of the paper. But anyway, this is at the OWL at Purdue. I highly recommend you use this resource. It's great for APA style. But that's really all you're doing. So just to give you some, I just wanted to make sure you had enough detail because it just seemed a bit vague. But basically, as a team, you're choosing an employee for a job. and you're going through all the processes that in these concepts that you've learned so far, I want you to refer back to and use. Things, for example, things that you're gonna want to discuss. You know, like I said, some of the reasons why you chose a candidate. Take it all the way from applicant to developed employee. And what I mean by that is there's 3 candidates in this exercise. And maybe one of them is the best choice. But what are the gaps? What are the knowledge gaps, competency gaps that you might see in the employee that you chose? You know, what could that do for what kind of training opportunities would that open up? So I want you to think through, like, even when you get the right person, they may need a little extra training. They may need a little bit more. Talk about that too. Identify that too in your paper. So, and make sure and talk about, what decision making strategies did you use? And what did you base your decisions on? Was it strictly based on KSAOs? Were there any other characteristics or elements there that you need to talk about? So, and it talks about the negatives and the positives right there. But anyway, if you have any more questions or any questions about this, let me know. Email me, text me, call me. It's not due to the end of week 6, but I like to. This is since it's a group project, I wanted to put it out there a little early because group projects are a lot more difficult to get going and get everyone on board. So I just wanted to put this out there a week early. I'm going to put this will be in your week 5 announcement, so this will give you some time. So anyway, any questions or concerns, let me know. Thank you for your time this evening, and I hope you have a great week.